Good morning, Sunana ma'am. Good morning, all others. I was saying, sir, you said we will do chapter number 15. I skipped the idea. We have to start with 14. Actually, no, in 15, I was thinking for 15. But in 15 chapter, no, there are some questions which are based on chapter number 14. So there it will be problematic for us. So that's why we are starting with chapter number 14 directly, then 15 in series. So we are starting today with chapter number 14, statistics. And this is our syllabus. I'll tell you which exercise, which question we have to do and which is cut from the syllabus. Just wait for a minute. Just wait a second. And write which exercises we have to leave. Now see this, according to this given info, we have to do exercise 14.2 full. Okay. And in exercise 14.3, only bar graphs. Only bar graphs means there will be very less questions that we have to do in 14.3. Only bar graph is there in the syllabus. This tabular from a grouped and ungrouped is 14.2 exercise. This is 14.2 and this is 14.3, only bar graph questions. And before this, it is this only. Now, one more thing, we have 14.4 also. It is not there in the syllabus, but we have to do this exercise also, as it is important from 10th point of view, you can say. Okay, so in 10 there are mean, median, and mode. So you should know at least the basics of mean, median, and mode. So 14.4 also we will do. So 14.2, 3 and 4 in 3, only I think 2, 3 or 4 questions. Okay, so put the heading. Chapter number 14 is statistics. Yeah, histogram and frequency polygons are deleted from the syllabus. So we are skipping that. As you have done that in 8th also, I guess, these all questions. So that's why skipping this time. 14.1, there is nothing in 14.1 we'll discuss verbally. Okay. So, okay, then starting with the chapter. First of all, you should know what is statistics. Put the heading. Chapter 14. The date 29th of October. And chapter name is statistics. So we have discussed the syllabus of this chapter. Now, write a line for this. You should know what is statistics first of all. Statistics means the subject. So statistics is referred to a subject. Statistics is a subject in itself. Okay. Yeah. So even in your graduation, and if you have been opted for art with economics or with commerce, then you will be able to study this subject also, statistics. So statistics means the subject. Which subject? Which deals with collection of what? Collection of data. So collection, presentation, and presentation analysis of data, as well as to draw meaningful collection conclusions from data. So what is this? Statistics means that, or you can say statistics refers to a subject, and this subject deals with collection, presentation. You know what is collection of data? Yes, the collected data will be given in your questions. You have to present in tabular form. You have to analyze the table that you have formed. Okay, and even you can present in graphical form, for example, bar graph, histogram, frequency polygon, and all. So this is all about this chapter. Okay, So in practical, you can connect this line with the full chapter. And analysis of data. So analysis and all you can do by mean, median, and mode. That is 14.4 exercise. So that's why we have to study 14.4, that is analysis of data, as well as to draw meaningful conclusions. After these 3 points, you can draw some meaningful statements. You can write some meaningful statements from your data. Okay. For example, I can give you an example for this. For example, there are 3 students, A, B, and C, or D, let us take. The weight as follows. Weight in kg is given 40 kg, 45 kg, 50, okay, suppose 35 kg. Then this is of one class, and the other class, the second class, here also we have X, Y, Z, W. They have weight 50, 55, 45, 60. So with this data, this is a collection of data, and it is presentation also, because we have presented in a tabular form. Fine, a simple presentation of data. Now you can draw conclusions with this, with the help of average weight. For example, mean. You can use mean to draw conclusion. Mean means to take out average of a data. Means add these 4 weights and divide by 4. Add these 4 weight and divide by 4. This is higher if you will divide, because here the values are more than this. Fine, no? So here we'll get more average weight. Do not write this example in notebook. Here we can say that in this data, the weight, average weight is more. So that's why we are able to draw meaningful conclusion also. We can say, no, this group students have more weight on an average basis as compared to this group students. Clear? No? So this way, this is the full meaning of statistics. I hope it is clear. And it is very simple chapter. No need to make this table. This is just an example to explain you the meaning of the definition. After this, let us start now. Now, if you will see, no, exercise 14.1, no need to write in notebook. This is just a verbal. Give 5 examples of data which you can collect from your day-to-day life. So from your day-to-day life, which type of data you can collect? For example, I can collect from this class my daily attendance data. That how many students are absent on a daily basis, how many students are present on a daily basis. I have the data. I am maintaining that. So teachers are maintaining these data. So they are having the data, and we are able to draw meaningful conclusions also from the data. So we are maintaining the statistics. In the same way, you can also maintain statistics from your day-to-day life. Fine. So that's it. And one more thing. Second question. See this. Classify the data in question 1 above as primary or secondary data. So let me tell you what is primary data and what is secondary data right here. So there is no need to do first exercise, just you can write the definitions here. Primary data is that which you are collecting by yourself. Okay, if you want to collect the data and you are collecting by yourself, that is primary. And secondary, when data is already being collected and you are just extracting it from Google or from any other sources or from any other book, that is secondary data, which is already being collected, but you are just assembling it again from any other sources. That is secondary data. But primary, when you are only the invigilator and you are only investigating that by asking the things, okay, means you will be the first to collect the data. Then it is known as primary data, right? When information is collected by investigator investigator himself. When information is collected by investigator himself, or you can say herself, with a definite objective. There should be an objective of collection of data. If there is no objective, then we can't say, then why anyone will collect data without any objective? There should be an objective of collection of data. So with a definite objective. So this is primary data. Secondary data. See, we are not doing the first exercise, but you need to learn the definition which can come. When information is gathered from a source, from a source, where the information is already stored, was already stored. Is it clear? What is secondary and what is primary data? Primary data is collected by the investigator himself or herself. If suppose if Saib wants to collect the data and he is only going and he is only just doing all the artwork for the collection of data. For example, he want to maintain the data of the weight of all the students in the class, and he is only asking to each and every one that yes, Shubhranshu, what is your weight? Then he's telling him, Aditya, what is your? He is telling him. So he's just collecting and maintaining all the tabular things. Then that is primary data. Okay, and suppose Sai wants to collect the data of the weight, and he is asking the grade in charge, Chanchal ma'am, I want the data regarding this, and she is just giving the already collected data to him. Then that is secondary data for Sahib. Is it clear? Okay. Now directly you can take out 14.2 exercise. In 14.1, the second question was that the data collected in first is primary or secondary. That is primary because you are collecting by yourself from your day-to-day life. Yes, Vanshika Meglani, that will be primary data for ma'am because she has collected by herself. But secondary for Sahib. Note it down. We are moving on to the exercise 14.2 directly. This definition can be asked, that's why we have written. Done. So the first question of 14.2. In exercise 14.2, the blood groups of 30 students of class 8 are recorded as follows. So these are the blood groups of different students. So first student has the blood group A, second B, third O, fourth O, like this it is given, of 30 students. Okay, line wise. So represent this data in the form of frequency distribution table. This you have done in 7th and 8th. Which is the most common and which is the rarest blood group among these students? So we have to tell which is the most common, means the repeated, and the most rarest means the non-repeated, means the least repeated blood group among these students. So we'll be able to tell that after making the table. Obviously, start with the solution. Just write Vanshika Bhutani is asking, sir, how to write these questions. You can write the blood groups dash 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 these students question mark. Okay, and you can use the book side by side. Simple. So first of all, you have to write which is this data. This data is blood groups. Yes, no? So let's write here. Blood groups. And just write all types of blood groups written here. A, B, O, AB. I guess there are only 4 types: A, B, O, AB, A, O, B, A, O. These are the only. And here we have to write telemarks, which you also know. Then the last, and these blood groups are related to number of students. So we'll write here number of students. And these number of students we also call, sorry, we also call it frequency. You can write here. This is what? Frequency. So how frequently the things are repeated. So A is repeated how many times? 1. So making it easy for you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it is 9. Yes, so many have written 9. So we'll write here 9. After that, the next is B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let us write here 6. Then O. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12. And AB left 1, 2, 3. So 3. And the total of this should be, how many students are there? 30. Just verify it. Is it 30? 9 plus 6, 15. 15 plus 15, 30. Yes. So verify it. So total are right here. Total, that is 30. Now telemarks. Telemarks. Let us make these. And a down note, do not make a line like this. It should be this way. Only straight line and total. Okay, so total is now telemarks. How to make these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3. Make it. Do it. In this way only we have to do all the questions in this exercise. We'll do all. And in between, I'll give you also homeworks that you have to do by your own. Some, okay. In that question, I'll not help. If there will be any problem, that then I'll see. Otherwise, no. What kind of problem it will be? That we have to do this only. Now one question, two questions are asked here. Which is the most common? So write most common blood group. Most common blood group. Most common is O, because it is repeating 12 times. O. Just write most rarest. AB. Done. This is fully completed. Moving on to question number 2. So question number 2. The distance in kilometer, try to understand this. The distance in kilometer of 40 engineers from their residence to their place of work. Means there are 40. So please show that question again. Okay. Make a note of this, be quick. And this is not 0, this is O. See this. So there are 40 engineers. Okay, and who lives at different places, who live at different places, and their distance from residence to place of work is given below. So the first engineer lives at 5 kilometers away from the place of work. Okay, place of work. So second engineer lives 3 kilometers away from the place of work. Third engineer lives 10 kilometers away from the place of work. This way, the data of 40 engineers is given. The question is clear. What is given in the data? Okay. Construct a grouped frequency distribution table. See here, the values are different and we'll not be able to write each and every value. It will be a very big table in this way. So what it is asked, that make a grouped frequency distribution table, not just a frequency distribution. It is a grouped frequency distribution. It is different from the previous question. With class size 5. They have told us to make a class size of 5. Otherwise, we have to decide by ourselves. If it is written in a question that class size should be 5, then we have to take a gap of 5, 5. For the data given above, taking the first interval as this, also it is being told to us that we have to make class intervals of 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15 like this. Now 5 not included. Whether it is written or not written, we are never including the last number in the data. But this is just the first question, the second question in NCERT. So they have explained everything in the question only. That in 0 to 5, 5 is not included. Yes, obviously in 0 to 5, 5 to 10. In 0 to 5, 5 is not included. In 5 to 10, 10 is not included because 5 will be included here and this 10 will be included in the next. Clear? No. So rest you'll be able to know. Let us start the question. What main features do you observe from this tabular representation? Okay, that we'll see at the end. So question number, solution 2, making the table. So right here, distance. These headings should be perfect, otherwise marks will be cut. Distance in kilometer and telemarks. And after all, the last, number of engineers, that is frequency. Or we can say number of engineers. Now distance, we have to start with 0 to 5. The next 5 to 10. Just see the maximum value is 8, 25, 32. Okay, 32 is the maximum. So 10 to 15, 15 to 20, 20 to 25, 25 to 30, and 30 to 35. Because 32 is highest, so we have to move till 35. After this, just total. And total, we already know that there are 40 engineers. Okay. Okay, so 0 to 5. So how many lies between 0 to 5? 0 to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are only 5. If you are able to find any other, you can tell me. But 5 will not be included in this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 5 to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I guess 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now 10 to 15. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is also 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 15 to 20. 15 to this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. Then after that, the last, that is, no, second last, 20 to 25. So these are 1 only. Okay, then 1. And after 1, we have 25 to 30. 1 only again. and 1, then 30 to 35, there are 2. So we'll write here 2. Check it out. 4, and there's 24, 25, 35, 40. It is all correct. Note it down. In this way, any direction, Vanshika, it will work. Don't worry. Hmm. Now it is written that what you can conclude, what main features. See, what was the definition? Why we have written this definition, which deals with collection. Collection is already done in the question. Presentation we have done. Now we have to analyze and we have to draw conclusions. So they are asking, what conclusion do you draw from the tabular presentation? So what do you observe? We observe that most of the engineers lives less than 20-kilometer distance from their workplace. Yes, no? And there are few engineers which lives at a distance more than 20-kilometer. Can we say this? The data is divided into two parts. The first part where most of the engineers comes, and the second part where very few engineers come. So we write this answer will be a 1 mark, the last which is asked. So right, this is more important. It is observed that most of the engineers live within 20-kilometer distance from workplace. There are few who live more than 20-kilometer distance from workplace. So this is the final conclusion. Note it down. And with this, the lecture is over. But what you need to do is do question number 1 and 2 in your fair notebook, which might you have done. And with this, try for question number 3 and 4. Do it by your own. Okay, and let me tell you one formula. It will be asked: range the highest observation, highest value given in this, minus lowest value, lowest observation. Highest observation minus lowest observation will be the range. If it is asked in question number 3. Make a note of this, and we'll do rest of the chapter tomorrow.